It is a story we share far too often. 9 first responders in this region have died on the job since the start of 2023. One of the biggest sources of comfort and support for the families of fallen officers is the Minnesota Law Enforcement Memorial Foundation. The volunteer organization is one of the first to meet with families and offer support. I sat down with the president of the foundation this afternoon, who is also the deputy chief of police in Crystal.
I think there's probably a lot of blank stares and tears in those buildings right now.
As president of the Minnesota Law Enforcement Memorial Association, Brian Hubbard understands the shock rippling through the Burnsville Police Department. He has sat with many grieving families and offered the association's help in planning the funeral.
When we meet with the family in that initial discussion, usually in a living room or across a coffee table, we tell them this is going to be whatever you want it to be. And one of the examples I always give is if we're planning something and you say you want this building to move from here to here, then we're moving that building. We'll figure out a way to do that because that's how we're going to recognize your sacrifice and that's how we're going to honor the service of your loved one.
I just can't even imagine sitting across the table from these people. How do you do it?
What happens is often the same for me. It's a long drive to the house, and when I sit in front of the house, I sit in silence for a little bit and pray about what's about to happen, and then walk in and go, what they need right now is a stable, caring support. But I will say that every single time that I've had the honor of being in someone's living room in their most intimate pain moment, I think, I really don't want my wife to be having this conversation with somebody. And fortunately can follow it immediately with, I'm glad somebody is here having this conversation.
Whenever this happens, we see a huge outpouring from the community and people really want to help. What can people do that's meaningful?
You know, I think some of the specifics of that will come in the days forward as we start to get a better sense of these families.
But in the meantime, he says, showing support for first responders is really as simple as saying thank you.
And so recognizing your local first responders and bringing a card and bringing posters and classrooms saying thanks for what you do, all of that I think helps those first responders continue to do what they're doing and be reminded of why.
We will, of course, be following this story as it develops. Stay with KARE 11 on air and online for the very latest on the tragedy in Burnsville. We will have other news of the day coming up, including your full forecast. But as we go to break, some more sights and sounds from the procession for the fallen heroes this afternoon. We'll be right back.
Words can't express how hard today has been.
Today, 3 members of our team made the ultimate sacrifice. They are heroes.
It's a tragic day. We're all grieving, and we're all trying to understand what happened and why.
To the families of Adam, Paul, and Matt, Minnesota mourns with you.